Okay, greetings everyone. This is Gerard, editor-in-chief of Filipino Soul Magazine, aka S.G.I.B magazine. That stand for soldiers, got intentions, believe that. And everyone should be soldiers for something. A dream, a goal, an idea, a train of thought, something. Today is Mother's Day. It's 24 hours ahead of the United States, but here in the Philippines, it's Mother's Day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Mother's Day special for you. I'll tell you more about it. But let me introduce you to my driver. This is LL Letty. Tell everybody where we're at.
Mumbling.
Oh, mumbling. And what kind of boss am I?
A very nice boss. A good heart boss.
A good heart boss. I'm not living with her. A good heart boss. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to keep recording on the back of the motorcycle. Out of all the mothers you see with children, whoever gives me the right number, I'm going to pay you 500 pesos. So that means when you watch and you see mothers holding their children's hands, if you see fathers holding their children's hands, I'll include fathers. And if you got the right number, you will get 500 pesos. I can't play the music because the music may be blocked. And in between that, I'm going to talk about all the mothers who I've had in my life to bring me this far. So happy Mother's Day to you, and just hold on a second. We're going to put on our helmets. Okay, first of all, I got to say thank you to my cameraman. What is your name?
Brenda.
Brenda, your mother?
No, I'm single.
Oh, she's not a mother.
She's taking care of her mother there.
Oh, God bless you. She take care of mother. This is her friend here. She tried to match me with her. I told her, Brenda looked like a lot of fun.
She's taking care of her mother's sake.
Oh, okay, yes, okay. God bless her. God bless her. Okay, so let's get on the bike. Let's get going. I'm gonna play musical chairs with the phone, and I'm gonna take it from here. So, Brenda, thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.
And look at all the other kids around here. Everybody say Happy Mother's Day. 1, 2, 3. Happy Mother's Day. Okay. So. Okay.
Purot ng kwarta, si gasto. Inarga magbalik, buhang kwarta.
Okay, bye-bye, Brenda. Brenda, you still look like a lot of fun. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to record our travel between here and where I live at. Now remember, all the mothers with children, you count. I'm going to see if I can see the first one here. The children there. Let me see. Let's see if I can help you out. And you see what I'm talking about. Okay. There's a mother probably on the bike, no child. And there's children there. And while we're doing that, let me first say, oh, there's a father with a child. Happy Mother's Day. That's one. Okay. So we got one. And this is a good idea, a good way for you to see how the Filipino people are living here. I just came from seeing my Street Hearts family. Had a nice time. We had a nice meal. And those of you who follow me on Facebook, you know who she is. Okay, so when we first left, it was raining. So now the raining has stopped. That's one thing about the Philippines, is that the rain only lasts for maybe about an hour or less, and then the sun comes out again. Okay, there's some more children there. We still don't see any mothers yet. We saw one father with his child, so that was good. And as you see, scooters are a very popular form of transportation here. You know, last year, President Duterte had ruled that children riding on motorcycles were no longer allowed to. But unfortunately, it would create such a, there's a mother and child, so that's two. It created such a hardship on the families that they rescinded from that ban, and children are once again allowed to ride on motorcycles. Hold it. What's this? Hold on. Pedal came off here. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, it came off again. Oh, what happened?
It's broke. Put your feet here.
Okay. All right. Lord knows the kid does not want to. The kid does not want to fall off the motorcycle or the scooter. Okay, so as I said, President Duterte rescinded that ban because he realized the hardship that would be placed on the families when it comes to transportation of getting children to school and to work. Okay, now the first mother I want to talk about would be, of course, my mother, the Duchess. She was, what can I say? She was a provider up until the time she no longer became a provider. Anyway, I love her, but let me talk about this, call out their names. There has been Aunt May, Little May. She has been like a mother to me, very special woman. There's a mother and child, so you want to count that. There's more mother and children, so you want to count them too. I'm going to try to point. There's two of them right there, so I'm going to try to point them out as we go along. And you remember, you count them. There's a father and also his child. You count them, and then whoever has the right number will get 500 pesos. Of course, that's here in the Philippines only. So with that being said, my Auntie May, who took my brother and I in, there was a time when I had a younger brother killed in a fire, and my mother blamed my father, and my father blamed my mother. It's the easiest way to say it, and the family broke up. And because of that broke up, we lived in non-stop in various places each year. So we grew up really not big. We can't say we were homeless, because there was always a home that would take us in. There's a mother on the back of a GP who has a child, so, or a father, so you want to count that too. So she'd take us in, so is her. Then there's Mother Neat, who is auntie who took us in, who I consider her to be as a mother to me, because she provided us housing and nourishment and took care of us for as long as she could. There is also my grandmother, Coralie McCoy, who was the backbone. There's a mother and child who was kind of like the monarch of the McCoy family, and she had taken us in, so I have to include her as a mother as well. And then, of course, I have to include Auntie Helen, who just passed away. She took us in and took care of us, so she was also be added to that list of mothers. Now, wherever I went in the United States, I always adopted a mother. I always found the older woman, and I met a girl, she had a family, and the mother kind of adopted me, and it became a place where they would eat some good home cooking food and also become an extension of my family, who I stayed in touch with throughout the years. One such case is in San Jose. Her name is Susie. Susie Coleman. She passed away before I got a chance to see her. She is the mother of Jeanette Coleman, who was a dear lover and friend in San Jose, who I had adopted as a mother. And it was always nice calling her and talking to her and just saying hello and just saying I love you. Every now and then, if you have a mother out there, or if you have someone who has, for any duration of time, wore the title as a mother to you, you should take this time to call them, not only to say Happy Mother's Day, but also tell them that you love them. Okay, from Susie, there was, of course, Nina Bonham. She is not only a mother to me, but she is my mother-in-law. She passed away a few years ago, and Anita was a very, very special woman. She always took me in. She always gave me refuge. she always, you know, tended my wounds, because I can say she tended my wounds. Because when I left Los Angeles, where Gladys Knight wrote that song, LA proved too much for her, man. Anita, I didn't go back to Georgia. I went to Portland, Oregon, where the mother of my children was from. And she was just an adorable woman. She also worked in the social services department, where she dealt with people who were homeless and tried to get people back on the track. So a big shout out to her, because Anita, I mean, there was no one like her. No one like her. And she had no problem of saying, you know, I'm tired of this conversation, I'm getting up, I'm leaving the room. And that's what she would do. But she was also a mother to me, so I'm going to give a shout out to her. Another mother who I want to give a very, very special shout out to, her name is Nina. Nina, who is Ukrainian, who for 10 years, she was the monarch of the Ukrainian-Russian clan I live with. And although we didn't speak the same language at all, but we still seem to understand ourselves. I always wondered what people meant when they said that I don't understand the language. I don't speak the language, but I understand it. And now I know exactly where that comes from, because you don't always have to speak the language, but then you can also understand what's being said. So Nina, who her husband Uric just passed away last year, God bless him, and Uric was a character. When I first met him, he drank. I used to beat him in chess, and I outdrank him under the table. Imagine my outdrinking a Russian and also beating him in chess. But then when he stopped drinking and got sober, he beat me so bad it became boring to him, and I was not even worth the effort to play anymore. But he was always been like a father to me. So Yuri and Nina have been not only Nina being a mother to me, but Yuri has also been like a father to me. Okay, so let me see who else. Let's kind of watch the sidewalks and kind of look for mothers and see if we see any mothers and children, while I think of who else. You know, I'm sure there are many others who have. See, like I said, scooters are the main transportation, and you see us rolling it right here. There's a father and son, so yes, we're going to count that too for Mother's Day, because he could be taking her to his mother, or could be picking him up from his mother. It could be a joint activity for them. And one thing about driving in the Philippines on scooters, they have no problem riding. Oh, there's a mother and daughter. We want to say hello to them. They have no problem riding on the subways. LL, my driver, I allow her points, and right now she's at like 98.7% point from 100, and she knows if she rides on a sidewalk, she loses everything. She's a very careful driver, and you know, let me show you from this far. It's wonderful, to be driven around by a Filipino girl. You know, so it's just I make it no qualms that I love girls. And so, having them in my life, I used to think that there's nothing more pleasant to hear than women chatting. Even if you don't understand the language, just listen to them chat and laugh and talk about subject. It's like music to my ears. But what's so funny that even if you don't speak the language, they seem to want to whisper. So it's funny to me that they do that. But I can't. I say, why are you whispering? It's just an innate habit the woman has, that when they're saying something that they don't want nobody to hear, regardless if you speak the language or not, they whisper. Okay, so let's see. We're looking for mothers and children. Hopefully we see someone on a bike, or hopefully not, because you always think, it's good. Do you see anybody? Okay. Okay, let's see. We'll turn here. We're going to get some petrol. So we're gonna pause this right here while we put petrol in the motorcycle. Ow! And we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. We're taking off now. We're heading back to the Ponderosa. We just put some petrol in the moped, and we're heading back looking for mothers on this Mother's Day. And I'm telling you about some of the women who have been like mothers to me in my life. I'm sure there have been a few that I don't want to, who I may not remember, but by all means don't think that I forget you. You know, I'm sure I think about you sometimes. And let's see, we're looking for mothers and children. Okay, there's one right there, mother and child are sitting down. So add that to your count, and let's see if we come across a few others. This is my Mother's Day special, and I'm in Cebu, Philippines, and we are pointing out mothers. Remember, whoever has the right count, the first one to give me the count in the Philippines, I will give them 500 pesos. Okay. There's a child, there's a mother and child holding hands, or there's a father holding hands, so there was two more, or maybe two more right there. So this is a little game I'm going to play. Although the camera's on wide angle, I'm going to see if I can switch it. There you go.
Maybe you like something.
That way, give you a little closer on the sidewalk. Okay.
Father. My father. Oh.
Your father?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was LL's father who we saw. He doesn't get a Mother's Day. Because you're not walking holding his hand. Ow! My butag! That's my print. This is the area I used to live in. This is called Fuente. So we do have a tighter view of the sidewalk, which may make it easier for you to spot the mothers holding their child's hand on this 2018 Mother's Day. And at the same time, give you a nice view of my ride back home here in Cebu, Philippines. Dynasty, where I used to live, is right down the street there. Happy Mother's Day to Gypsy. Gypsy, who is the mother of Chin Chin. And Gypsy, I have to say, she's one of the women who has helped me here in the Philippines. When I had went to New York last year, I gave her X amount of money to give to Diamond periodically to ensure that she would have money during my time of absence. So, and Gypsy has loaned me money. I have to say that too. So Gypsy is a very special shout out to Gypsy, the mother of Chin Chin, and the Megalito family, which I love them all so dearly. Whenever I'm usually in that area, unlike today, I usually stop by and see them. That's where the cab drivers are, and etc. Okay, so right now we are again on a scooter, heading back to the place I live from a wonderful lunch with my street arts family. She's adorable. Gianna, Jemima, she's a sweetheart. So it was nice. I don't want to take pictures of how a lot of them, how the living conditions are, because I think that would take the focus off of what it is that what I want to do. And you've seen that. There's no sense showing you pictures of what people don't have. You know, we all been there. I've been homeless myself, not only living in a storage unit, living in my automobile, living in the streets, and eating out of a garbage can. So yes, I have been there and I know what it's like. Although, to be honest with you, I'd rather eat out of a garbage can in the US than in the Philippines. That much I will tell you. Okay, so this is the drive home. We are almost there. You can kind of get to see, kind of give you a little bit more of the landscape. I'm not going to put it on wide angle we'll keep it close here, so this way we can see the families that we come across here as we drive back to my place of residence. You can also look at these at GBs, these little buses. I think 75% of all Americans can't fit in it because they're too fat. but matter of fact, when I first got here, I was like banging my head on the top. So you have to learn how to ride on these things. These are called GBs. Okay, there's a mother and child right there. So count her in, that number that you already have, and we'll see. I'll make this offer to Wednesday. That's about the time I think I will be able to get to the video to count. So those of you who think you have a number, send it. Okay? This is another GB. My man Kitty lives back there. You know, I call him on the bridge, but that's who I bet him on the bridge. Half of the time, I don't put people's names in my phone. There's a child right there. Happy Mother's Day. I usually put like the location of where I'm at. My God. I tell you, it doesn't pay to drink early in the morning as I do. I'm feeling very nauseous right now, but I don't know if it's a matter of the motorcycle, between looking at the viewfinder and keeping an eye on LL, make sure she's not riding on the sidewalk. You see, to give you an idea here, this might be the best perspective to kind of know how it's like riding on a moped here in the Philippines. So let's just watch as LL maneuvers herself through traffic. Did that pretty easy, but I'll show you where her skills really come into play as we get closer. You see there's no stop signs or anything here in the Philippines. Everybody's pretty much on their own. You know, it's kind of like an honesty type of thing, whereas at some point in time somebody has to stop. Otherwise you'll run into each other. So it's a courtesy type of thing. You just have to be the one to give the courtesy, and just to be on the safe side. This area, we're on Sunday, Mother's Day, like I said. It's normally very crowded here, but you can get an idea. It was funny when I was eating at Jemima's house with her family. We had entertainment. They were listening to and watching Ellen Bayot, Daily Showtime winner 2016, and PR for Filipino Soul Magazine. So she was doing her thing without her being here doing her thing. So I'm very grateful to her and glad that she did bring a form of entertainment and music to those who were in attendance. That made it sound like big right there. Now here we're approaching this light here, whereas that we only made one time. And LL knows, she knows this. We only made it one time, so hopefully we'll see if we make it or not. But anyway, this is kind of like a downtown area of Ayala. You can kind of see some of the buildings here. Once we make this left turn, you'll see a lot more families and a lot more residential living. Okay, so why don't we just wait right here? I'll keep it right here and we'll kind of see how we, of course we didn't make the light. And we are looking for mothers with their children. I'll give you one. There was one there. I don't know if you saw it or not, but as you can see, in and out the traffic in between parked cars is the way riding scooters here in the moped here in Cebu, Philippines. Okay, lights get ready to change. charge enough witness to too many shooting on scooters. But that's a good thing, like I said. Okay, let's watch and see. Something about Cebu. And it's a beautiful day in Cebu, although it's like 1 o'clock. But because of the cloudiness, the clouds, the sun's not hot and beaming down on you, and that's a good thing. And a lot of times they wear sweaters on their arms because of the sun. The sun usually is beaming down on them, so I guess it's a form of keeping from getting sunburn on their arms. Okay. Okay, so as we sit here, we're only like about 5 minutes away from my residence. Again, Cebu has become quite a melting pot here with Orientals, Chinese, Koreans, Japanese. It's a great place for investment. If you're thinking about investing, let's go to some wide angle. If you think about investing, I would think the Philippines would be the place to invest. People say what I like about them. I said because I'm protected by 3 countries. I'm protected by the U.S., China, and Russia. So what more can I ask for when it comes to protection as far as what country you're living in? So I think I'm in a good place. You know, so again, like I said, there are no stop signs. Everybody's pretty much on their own. This is Castle B. Coming here. This is Icon, Cebu's most popular disco. I broadcast there. You can get an idea of how close that is to my home. Chris! Bye, Chris! That's Chris there. I told them I am mayor of this area. So tomorrow is election day, so I hope they vote for me. Okay, so here we are. We're coming in for a landing, I guess might be the best way to say it. I've had a beautiful, beautiful ride with a beautiful, beautiful girl between my legs. Between my legs. I guess what more can I ask for in the Philippines? Okay, here we are. This is Tancor 5. Okay, this is GERARD, editor-in-chief of Filipino Soul Magazine. I'm gonna give the camera to Letty so I can sign off. Hey, Letty, hold this so I can do me. Okay. Okay, let me go. Okay, this is GERARD, editor-in-chief of Filipino Soul Magazine. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly, always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good. Lady, are we living good today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you are too. And remember, like Ollie Woodson, former lead singer of The Temptation once sung, if you're lucky enough to have a woman, treat her like a lady. I'll talk to you later. Peace. I'm feeling nice. Bow.